You go to the kitchen, your cat joins you. You go to the office, your cat joins you. You book a flight to Rome, your cat books one as well. Why does your cat want to be with you at all times? It's more than a habit. It's more than routine. It's a message. And here is how to read it. 1. You're their safe place, or rather, person. Let's start with one of the most heartwarming reasons before we embrace the fact your cat only wants to be near you so you can feed them. You represent safety. You are their safe place, or more of a safe person. Let me explain. Out in the wild, cats are both predator and prey. I don't mean they hunt themselves. That'd be mad. I mean they are predators to some animals, but prey to others. This means they're naturally curious, as it is in their DNA to simultaneously be on the hunt for food and protect themselves from becoming food. For that reason, they are used to finding little safe spots where they can tuck away. And a safe spot doesn't have to be a literal spot. It might be fellow members of their litter with whom they feel safe. This interpretation of a safe space applies to humans as well, right? Somebody's safe may well be a literal building, like the stadium of their fave sports team or their cinema of choice. But it can also be a person who sort of creates a safe feeling around them, like a husband or oldest friend, or a mailman they're having an affair with, or a sibling they're close to. Your cat may well follow you because they've chosen you as their designated safe space. And isn't that just the biggest honor? To be fair, I get it, because this goes both ways. When I was mentioning some of the people humans turn into their own safe spaces, I didn't mention pets, but I should have. For many of us, it's not a husband or oldest friend or mailman we're having an affair with, or sibling we're close to that becomes our safe space. It's our cat. So that constant shadow following you around, it's your cat telling you, I feel safe when you're near. And if you feel the same right back, well, heck, let them know what a splash of attention is. Number 2, they're social creatures in their own way. There's a stereotype I've had to dispel so many times on this channel, I feel like I say it in every video. But it's such an important misconception that needs to end. Cats are nice. The propaganda that they are grumpy little tyrants who would always rather be on their own needs to stop. Sure, they like to be on their own from time to time, but heckity heck, who doesn't? I sure do. Why do you think I work from home? But sometimes they want company. In fact, proper studies have shown that cats develop deeply complex and special bonds with not just humans, but other animals. One such study from 2019 edition of Current Biology highlighted that the depth of a cat's bond with their owner can rival that of the bond between dog and pet parent, and even child and human parent. If your cat sticks by your side constantly, they might just be craving your company because they see you as a crucial member of their social group, even if they're not meowing or rubbing up against you the whole time. Just being in the same room can be their way of bonding. A bit like texting a friend just to say, hey, when you have no reason to. A subtle way to touch base and connect. Number 3, slaves to the schedule. Another point I have addressed a few times on this channel, but simply because it is so fundamentally paramount to a cat's behavior, is how much they love routines. If you stick to a schedule, they will get in sync with your schedule and follow it to a T, because they thrive on predictability and routine. If you spend a lot of time at home, maybe you are a remote worker or perhaps you accidentally glued yourself to the wall, getting into the vibes of your routine may escalate to the point that they literally join you wherever you are. After all, you're the most present force in their life, and being around you helps regulate their day. If you suddenly disappear from a room you are normally in at a certain time, for example, your office during work hours, they might follow to try and figure out what the devil is going on. They want to be with you or near you to ensure everything around the house is running precisely as it is meant to. Number 4, scent association and familiarity. A cat's sense of smell is stronger than He-Man after he's had a shot of double espresso and double the amount of spinach that normally tips Popeye over the edge. If something smells awful, it smells a lot more awful to a cat. But if something smells good, it smells even better. Man, I wish I had a cat nose just to smell freshly cut grass with it just once. Certain smells will come to be associated with certain things. For example, they will recognize the smell of the vet. If they smell it before being carried through those doors into surgery, they might freak out because they don't need to know where they are. The scent alone has alerted them to where they are, but this applies to positive things as well, and that includes you. Whether you can smell it or not, you have a very potent, one-of-a-kind scent, and your cat comes to know it deeply. And because of how wonderfully you treat them and look after them, because of course you're the perfect pet parent, that means your scent represents that love and attention to them. When they sniff your oh-so-familiar musk, they know that love, affection, and care are coming their way. By being close to you, it's a chance to consistently immerse themselves in that comforting smell, reducing stress and reinforcing positive feelings. So your cat may well insist on being near you because they want more of your wonderful odor. Number 5, you're warm. Yeah, let's just deal with this now. I teased it earlier, so let's get it out of the way. All this talk about how much your cat loves you and how much joy you bring them and how they want to be around you because it makes them happy and you smell great is all well and good. And sure, it may well be true, but sometimes they're just taking advantage of borrowing your body heat. Never, ever, ever underestimate how much a cat loves being warm. Their natural body temperature is higher than ours, around 102 degrees Fahrenheit if you're looking for numbers. For that reason, they're naturally drawn to heat sources. That's why they love sunbeams, heating pads, freshly worn clothes, and even laptops. In fact, the writer of these scripts has a lot of problems having to delete things from the script that were written by accident because his cat flopped down on the keyboard. Hopefully he remembers to cut them all out before I have to read the script. But crucially, it's one of the reasons they flop down in your lap and snuggle up to you. Because you, yes you, are a heat source. You're a human-shaped radiator, kind of like David Bowie in Twin Peaks: The Return. That might be too niche of a reference, but I don't care. Those of you who get it are going to really like it, and that's all that counts. When your cat snuggles up next to you or sits on your laptop keyboard while you're working, it's partly because you're warm. And if your lap is empty, that's just an invitation they can't resist. Did I pronounce that right? What does that even mean? Wait. I think that might have been something that was written in the script by mistake because the writer's cat flopped down on the keyboard. Number 6, you're their source of food. While we're discussing the less loving reasons your cat follows you around, let's get real. Cats like to eat, and it's you who provides them with food. So of course they follow you around. You're their meal ticket. They're following you because they know there's a big chance of getting a meal on the other end. I mean, if stalking was legal, I'd follow literally anyone around if there was a chance of a free meal at the other end of it. A study in behavioral processes found that cats can learn to anticipate feeding based on human cues like voice, footsteps, or even the sound of a specific cupboard opening. Certain things about your behavior will clue them into the fact that food is imminent. Even if your cat's not actively begging, lingering near you or following you around might be their way of staying in the loop just in case you decide it's snack time. God forbid they have to wait a few seconds to get the food into their mouth. Number 7, they're trying to tell you something. Sometimes, though, your cat's clingy behavior has nothing to do with you at all. It's more about them and something they want to say. For many a cat, they are following you around in an attempt to communicate with you. They want you to notice them because they have something they are trying to convey. Maybe they're trying to tell you they're bored, anxious, or even not feeling well. On the note of that latter example, cats don't tend to reveal that they're in pain in an obvious way until it's a touch too late. For that reason, it's vital to keep an eye on any changes in their behavior, to try and catch if something is up before they make it evident. And an increase in clinginess is one such red flag. But don't take it from me, a random voice on YouTube. Take it from veterinarian Dr. Elizabeth Colleran. She says that some cats seek proximity with their pet parent when they're feeling under the weather. It's their way of asking for help or reassurance. So if your cat is normally a touch more independent, but they're suddenly being unusually needy, pay attention. They might need a little extra care, or worst case scenario, even a vet checkup. But some things your cat remembers, those are way more surprising. Like one that still catches most owners off guard. You'll want to see this video next.